Well, hello, we're back with more information on a breaking news situation in New Canton, Illinois. We have reports of an active shooter, confirmed reports of an active shooter from the Pike County Sheriff's Office.
At this point, they're just saying anyone in that area, please lock your doors, stay inside. It's a current investigation. We do have a crew on the scene. We do know that Pikeland schools have been in lockdown since 8 o'clock. They are safe, and everything is just kind of
It's a very fluid,
Yes.
yeah, it's a very fluid situation right now. Information's coming in. We're getting calls and reports from people, and we're trying to field that information as best we can and relay that on to you. We do know that from Facebook accounts from the town of New Canton, they've confirmed that there's a situation, urging everyone, please stay indoors. More important than anything right now in the New Canton area, stay inside.
Yeah, and if you're not in that area, obviously do not go that way. If you do see something, hear something, please call 911. It doesn't matter what it is. I've been told many times by law enforcement, we'd rather hear the call and then investigate it to be nothing than to investigate a crime.
That's right. So if you hear information or see anything, please call 911. In the meantime, avoid New Canton, stay indoors, and continue being vigilant.
Let's talk a little bit about New Canton. You're from the Pike County, Illinois
That's
area,
correct,
so
right.
give us kind of a sense of where it is and what the town is like.
New Canton's a small town. It's 10, 12 miles south of Barry, between Kinderhook and Pleasant Hill on Highway 96. Little bit pretty quiet town, nice little park. So this is
Very out of the ordinary.
Very out of the ordinary. This is sort of surprising anytime it happens anywhere, but in a town like New Canton, you certainly really wouldn't expect that.
Right. We know the Pike County Sheriff's Office is on scene. Illinois State Police is there assisting. At this time, the Sheriff's Office is conducting everything. They're the first agency to be there. Again, we are getting information as fast as we can, and when we get new information, we will pass it on to you.
Well, from the WGEM Digital News Desk, I'm Jason Luton, joined by WGEM News Director Chad Douglas. We have more information on a developing situation in Pike County. Chad, what can you tell us?
Yeah, just to kind of reiterate, if you haven't been following what's going along, there is an active shooter situation in New Canton, Illinois, and so far the schools in that area are on like a soft lockdown, or at least safe and secure mode. The Pike County Sheriff's Office cannot stress enough that if you live in that area, please stay indoors and please lock your doors. If you see something, say something. WGM's Dylan Smith has been on scene for us for about an hour. We're going to check in with him now as the search ramps up. Dylan, what's the latest?
Chad, no new information from ISP or the Pike County Sheriff's Office. This is currently the view we have right now. We are currently staged on Main Street, and now as you can see, traffic is still flowing. Main Street is not closed down, but where this Illinois State Police car is over here, what would have been to my left, is where we're told just a few blocks away is the current scene. We have not been given an exact location of where that scene is. No address, no street, nothing like that. There's multiple media on scene as well. Pike County Sheriff's Office also on scene. Just a few minutes ago, we saw a helicopter circling the area. It looked like it came down and then went back up, potentially back out of New Canton. And before that, a drone, probably about 30 minutes ago. Back to you, Chad.
Dylan, I'm curious with you there on scene, kind of what's the atmosphere? Is it a pretty urgent situation where you are?
No really sense of urgency. We've had a few locals come up and talk to us. They don't seem too frightened, but I know you mentioned people should stay indoors right now as there is an active scene right now. But no sense of urgency. Law enforcement are currently out of the vehicles. We, the media, we are obviously out of our vehicles right now, so not getting that sense of urgency yet.
And you talked to some of the neighbors. Have they, shared any information about how things unfolded today, or things that they heard?
Nothing of that sort, just some of the sights and sounds over the last few hours, just some things they have seen. They mentioned that one neighbor about 5 minutes ago mentioned that he saw a house taped up over here, which is the opposite direction of what is blocked off. So that's unconfirmed on if a house over here is taped up on the opposite side of where what is currently blocked off. We're still waiting for information from ISP to see if those are related.
WGM's Dylan Smith live for us right now in Pike County, Illinois, in New Canton. He'll be on later with Natalie Will on the WGM News, and we'll update you here too as we get more information. I'm noticing he's there right along Highway 96, and emergency crews have told us to tell people to stay away. It's a very active scene, but you saw the traffic going back and forth there because it is the main thoroughfare through town.
Yeah, it's still, a main thoroughfare going, south along. It goes along the river for quite a ways. It's hard to shut off that road unless there's something actually happening there. We've heard Pikeland schools are in safe and secure mode. Western school districts, where most of any students from around New Canton would be going, is on a soft lockdown. That happened at 7:15, according to Superintendent Darren Powell. And I also saw that the Pleasant Hill schools are also in a safe and secure mode or on lockdown as well. Just trying to make sure that all the students are kept safe as a matter of precaution.
Yeah, and I think too, as an extreme cautionary item is that across the river in Louisiana, Missouri, I've heard that those schools are very well aware of what's going on too.
So law enforcement actively looking for someone or a suspect in a shooting from this morning. We don't know official word on any injuries or anything like that, but we do know officials urging folks, stay indoors, keep your doors locked.
And as we get more information, we will pass it along to you right here on the WGM Smart TV app. Also, our new news, we also have a news app you can download for free and on our website at WGM.com. Good afternoon. I'm Chad Douglas from the WGEM Digital News Desk with an update to the story we've been following all morning long in Pike County. Residents there can now breathe a sigh of relief as that active shooter situation has now been resolved. But now the healing will begin after we have learned that there have been 3 people who have died, one of them being the alleged shooter. WGM's Dylan Smith has been there live for us all morning long and was there when all of this unfolded. Dylan, what can you tell us?
Well, Chad, within the last 10 minutes or so, and for new information from the Pike County Sheriff's Office, we've learned that police were first called to New Canton for a shots fired called about 6 o'clock this morning and found one victim was injured. She was the wife, of the suspect. She was later airlifted to a hospital. She told police to check on her parents, a wellness check. The police did that. When they got there, they noticed that both parents were dead. Now, they couldn't locate the suspect, so they went to his house, and they also found that he was deceased. We'll certainly continue to follow this story as it develops. Come back with any updates on all digital platforms and our website, WGEM.com. Chad.
Dylan, real quickly, have you talked to any neighbors or any folks there in New Canton and gotten any reaction from them?
Well, Chad, I would say the reaction, the chief deputy also told me, violent crime just doesn't happen not only in New Canton, but Pike County as a whole. He said this is only the second time that a major violent crime has happened in his 20-plus year law enforcement career, and residents that I've spoken with also reflected that same sentiment.
All right, Dylan, thanks so much for that report. Just to add on there that the Illinois State Police reports that the shooter is named Gerald E. Waligorski, and he was the one that was found dead in his home after the SWAT team entered that house. There were several school districts in the Pike County region that were on soft lockdowns and safe and secure. They mostly have now all been lifted. So things, I'll say getting back to normal there in Pike County just after the tense hours that we've seen, but also there's going to be lots of questions to be asked and a lot of healing to begin for that small town. We will have more tonight at 5, 6, and 10, also on our digital platforms, including here on the WGEM Smart TV app, our digital news app, and of course, WGEM.com and Facebook.